we brought you something, and first have a look and try to describe it, and maybe you find a word for it. Maybe it's the right one.
What? I have no idea what this is.
Describe it.
It's a small plastic ball. It's got white powder in it. I don't know what this is at all.
So you can eat it. Don't think of the summer, think of the opposite, and maybe you can find something like that.
So this is like a Christmas thing.
No, it's a specialty here from Rothenburg, and you can eat it. And we
eat it now?
No, you can eat it later after the show.
Okay, cool.
And we call it a snowball.
Okay, oh, okay, a snowball. Ah.
Typical from here, from the area.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. That's very kind.
What's the most important thing when you arrive at the festival ground? So shower first, something to eat first, or first the news?
Probably the shower, actually. You know, tour buses are a great way to travel, but they can start smelling pretty bad after a while, particularly on a hot day. So everyone gets up and starts running for the shower. I think that's the most important thing.
And do you need special things backstage, like energy drinks, alcohol, towels, bathrobe?
Bathrobes, maybe some cigars, some champagne. Well, thus far we have 1/2 bottle of Coke and some empty glasses and a small flower and a bottle of water. But I think that's yours, isn't it? So this is what we have backstage today. Hopefully we'll get some beer later. Beer's important.
Tell us more how you became a musician, and when was the time you had your first guitar with you? And also there's a guitar next to you.
There is I like this guitar a lot, actually. I think it's a cool guitar. I started listening to rock and roll music when I was about 10, 11 years old, and just kind of straight away wanted to play it as well. And my parents gave me, you know, a crappy black and white Stratocaster copy for Christmas one year, and I just sort of practiced and learned. In fact, I was trying to thrash. Was the first thing I was trying to do, just sitting there going. I've unfortunately forgotten all of that now, but yeah, just started playing and then kept playing, and then now we're here. That's
so.
Brief flash.
In your younger days, was it helpful to attract women?
No, goodness no. In fact, I think the reason I kind of got better at playing the guitar was because I couldn't attract any women, so I just go and play my guitar instead. Sad and lonely in my bedroom, crying, weeping into my thrash guitar.
Being on tour nowadays, do you feel a certain difference between playing in Germany, Austria, and in the UK or overseas?
Yeah, I mean a little. I mean, you know, German crowds. Germans are better drinkers than English people.
Why?
Well, because you guys drink as much, but you don't kind of then start smashing everything up. You just kind of have fun, which is better. But I don't know, you know, within kind of like Europe and the UK and America, it's kind of pretty much the same. We've done some shows. I did some shows in China last year, which was very different and awesome, but kind of it was pretty wild actually. And we were in Latvia the other day in Eastern Europe. That was awesome as well and crazy. Like people just kind of lose their shit. It's great. So yeah, it's, you know, it's fun. I mean, it's one of the sort of perks of this job is I get to travel around and see different parts of the world.
And also bands you might have been listened to in the past days. You just told us before the interview you were hanging out with NoFX. Is it cool to meet bands there? They've been around for such a long time. Yeah,
particularly NoFX. They are one of my all-time favorite bands, and they certainly were of that kind of wave of punk rock. I think they're easily the best and most important band of that kind of genre. And I first met those guys last summer at Reading Festival, and it's kind of, and we kind of, you know, we're buddies now and we hang out and stuff, but there's a little part of me that's always kind of going, there's no facts, you know, and just kind of being excited about it because they're really good dudes. And they played last night. They were so good last night. They were in their own special way when they're just totally fucking drunk and ramshackle and having a good time.
Iggy Pop was here. Whom would you like to meet one day at a festival ground backstage, and why?
Lots of people. Henry Rollins. I'd like to meet Rollins. You know, I'm a big Black Flag fan, and Rollins' writings are very kind of influential for me. And I have not met him yet, and I hope that one day I might get to and won't cry or pee myself.
Somebody else?
will pee themselves for me. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I've always wanted to meet Adam Duritz from the Counting Crows, because Counting Crows are a really special band for me as well. I kind of pretty much learned how to play the guitar by playing along with their first album, actually. So.
Good. So thank you. Enjoy the crowd here at the Taubertal-Festival.
It looks like an amazing festival. It's a shame we're only here for one day. And now that it's finally stopped vomiting rain, I think it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it.